Hi guys, how are you?
What's up, everybody? What's up, gorgeous?
It's the weekend.
Damn right. Damn right.
Oh, I thought you had some wine in your hand. Do you, Perry? Perry, oh my God. It's the weekend, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
I wanted to address this really, really quickly. So the last time that I went on, somebody in the chat said that I was lightening my skin. I'm not lightening my skin at all. I'm not lightening my skin. It's the makeup that I use. So V said, people are saying that you're lightening your skin. I go, why are they saying that? She goes, because you look like Casper the Ghost. I'm using this foundation. I wanted you to see what color I use. The reason I put this on because it was a gift and it's really, really expensive. And but I didn't even think. I just start. It's my makeup that's light, people. I'm not lightening my skin. And plus, with this light hair, it might make me look lighter under the lights. Perry, do I look light in person?
No.
Do I look chalk and cakey like V seems to think?
Like he just left the field.
Anyway,
Okay.
I will change my foundation then.
But
Okay.
Sharrell, I wonder if that foundation, is that what it is?
It's foundation. Well, yeah.
Would that
I don't
work
want to put
on
the
me,
name
though?
out, huh?
Would it work on me?
It might. you can lighten your skin by wearing lighter makeup,
By
especially
Monday.
being under lights too. So
When I come back Monday, I'm gonna be a red guy.
oh
How about that?
Perry, we should put it on you so you can demonstrate how it works.
And let's just see if it really worked. Yeah.
But it's not to make you look lighter. I just got it sent to me in the wrong color, and then I liked it, and I thought, oh, okay, I like the way this looks. And V was like, "You look like Casper."
Somebody hit me up. Is your wife still breathing? Huh? What the hell you mean?
Stop, Perry. No one told you that. Stop. Anyway, really quickly, yeah, I wasted 2 minutes. You guys put in the chat what the weather is where you're from, because I don't think anybody can top us. What are we at today, Perry?
110.
We're at 110. Put your weather in the chat. I don't think anybody can top that. It's hot.
And then
Well,
tomorrow,
maybe that one place.
it's
Remember,
getting worse. Tomorrow it'll be 113. I think it'll be working on 116 in a couple days.
so I had to go to my nephew's basketball game, and I parked in the end. It was really crowded, so I had to park at the back of the parking lot, and I had to walk. I almost fainted in the sun. It was like 108 yesterday. Here they are. Listen to the what? 87?
Yeah.
In North Carolina?
North Carolina, put your hands up.
86? What the hell? Hey, Tucson 109. I would expect Tucson to be 109.
They're keeping it real.
91. Georgia, Kansas is hanging in there.
And storming. Damn,
Is
they
it
don't know what they
storming in
want.
Kansas?
They don't know if they want heat, lightning, or rain. Huh?
88 in Virginia. It's 88 degrees. 70 degrees in Detroit. So I'm going back to Detroit. And Perry, you said it's not going to be hot at all. 89 degrees in Alpharetta.
It wasn't for me. I remember that first time going to Detroit. It was summertime. We left Atlanta going there, and I only carried shorts. Remember?
Yeah.
I get up there. It was cold as hell.
What is going on the East Coast? It's cold, it's chilly. I mean, it's nice weather. 92 Minnesota, that's doable because, we're at past 100s. 100 in Gainesville, Florida.
Ooh, okay, they keep it real too now.
That's odd. Yeah. 89 in Dallas, in Houston. That's usually really hot. 77 in Detroit. I'm going to feel like I'm on vacation when I go there. Akron, Ohio, 86.
You better carry a jacket.
Wyoming, 68. Wait, here. 100 in San Bernardino. San Bernardino don't be playing.
No, it don't.
Because isn't that where the Mojave Desert is?
No.
89 in Richmond, 89 at home. 81 degrees in Niagara Falls, New York. I used to go to Niagara Falls all the time when I was a little girl because I lived in Detroit. 91, Tampa feels like 104. I didn't know Tampa gets that hot. 100 and thunderstorms in South Carolina. South Carolina, it gets hot down there. We're hotter than Arizona.
Yeah, for right now. They'll pass us soon now.
90 in Chicago. That's nice. That's nice. 87. All right, you guys. Thank you. Let's get started. ATL, just hot.
Yes. Yeah. She
I
probably,
get it. I used to live in Georgia too. We lived in a lot of places.
probably stuck on a 285 right now.
Are we done moving, Perry? Are we going to retire in?
No, every time we say that, we be like, "Oh, I got an idea."
All right, let me get to work. Okay, so we're going to talk about Wendy Williams and her son reuniting. We're going to talk about the big fight at the Real Housewives of Potomac that I forgot to read, and the person sent it to me. My goodness. Then we're going to talk about Kim K. Upset because allegedly Kanye's wife is pregnant. She's pissed. She's pissed. That's really weird. Then we're going to talk about Chrisean. I had this big love affair with Chrisean. I feel bad about her, but I think for real, getting rid of Blueface and getting those stupid tattoos removed off of your body. You don't tat anybody's name on your body. Yeah. I just said that to my cousin yesterday, and she's tatted up. She's got all of us on her arms. Did you see that? She put the whole family's name on her body. We love you too, but I'm not putting. But she did her also the ones that we just lost. Anyway, let's start with Wendy Williams, okay? Because I get
you too, but I'm not putting your name on my body. I love you. Now,
you guys,
I might put your name on a tax return.
Okay, let's start with Wendy Williams. You are messy. I don't know what I did with it. Hold on. So it's being reported that Wendy Williams. Oh, I didn't even look for the picture. Oh my gosh. Been running around busy. It's being reported that Wendy Williams has reunited with her son. Now, I got heat the last time I did a report on Wendy Williams because I said I don't like the son. And you guys, we all have our own opinions, and sometimes I have unpopular opinions. I'm not telling you to like him because I'm liking him, but I still haven't changed my opinion. I'm glad that she's reunited with her son. I don't know what I did with the picture, but thank you, Buzzworthy, for giving it to me.
You never said Wendy and her son should get divorced. Okay. You just said his behavior was unbecoming, that you would be upset if your son did that to you. If my son called another girl, the mistress, is the mistress, mom. Mm-hmm. But maybe I'm immature. Maybe I need to learn some things. You guys got to get room for me to grow. I could be horribly immature, but he's hooked back with his mom, and that's a good thing. And I had a whole bunch of pictures, and thank you for sending me the pictures, Buzz. I don't know what I did with the pictures. It was a couple days ago. But at the same time as Kevin is selling his house. Now, he's put his house on the market for $1.2 million. Now, this is a forced sale. The house is in foreclosure, right? In foreclosure. So, Perry, you said it's in the bank's best interest to try to sell it, even if they short sell it. Right. I mean, because like typically, say if it go to foreclosure and then they auction it off later, I mean, it's easier to go ahead and sell it. They'll make more off selling it, and even if they had to take less than what's owed on the house, they just make more. Well, here's the thing. I'm looking at it this way. There's two ways you can look at this. Now, I am glad that she reunited with her son because, your children, I'm not saying I never fall out with my kids, but that relationship can never go away. So it always has to be nurtured, that relationship. But don't you find it ironic now that Kevin's out, Sharina's out, and he's losing the house. Now the kid wants to bounce. Well, I mean, in my mind, though, and people can say, oh, well, you owe him an apology. Well, everything, he did this while he was staying with his father at the house. If the house is being gone, where else do he have to go? But I got you. Yeah. Well, at least they're back together. Well, I'm glad Kevin's losing everything. I know there's some people that feel like he was entitled to get a divorce. If you fall out of love, you fall out of love. But I don't like Kevin Sr. either. It's something about him, the way he did Wendy. Hopefully can get back right. She's never been right after that divorce. I blame Kevin. I don't like him. I'm glad Sharrena has left him. He's a bum. He's a narcissist and self-centered, and his plan to have Wendy take care of him and his mistress for the rest of his life has blown up in his face, and I'm glad. So welcome back to the real world with the rest of us, where you got to get a damn job.
Yeah, you know what? And it couldn't have happened to a better person. I mean, the way he treated Wendy, how disrespectful. I mean, like, it's one thing in a marriage don't work out, but how you just going to creep on her?
Yeah.
Have a girl move a couple houses down, down.
That was disrespectful.
You know what? No, but karma do come around. You know what I'm saying? And I think when he fell behind in that house,
it was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
I'm telling you, he had to realize at that moment he fucked up, because Sharrena don't left your ass and took her ass to South Carolina. What they say is 100 degrees down there, right?
Yeah.
She down there hot as hell with her new boo.
Yeah. It is hot down there. Like, that's what she gets. Like, I'm not feeling Sharrena either. The only person I feel any sympathy for, and these are just my opinions, and I'm not telling you guys to feel this way, is Wendy. That's the only person I feel sympathy for. Now, everybody else, no. Maybe I'll like little Kev again, maybe, but I'm glad that he's back with his mother. Take care of your mother, please. Take care of your mother. It's just really important. I don't know. I feel loyalty to my mother. I would never turn on my mom. Like, I don't know.
I'm sorry, Patrice.
He is young though, and maybe he is immature. Go ahead, Perry.
No, I'm just talking to Patrice. She corrected me. I said she's probably down there hot. But yeah, I said it's 100. Yeah, it's 105. And I'm sure she is sweating. I mean, because she got this thing for this guy down there in South Carolina. And we know what those kind of women do to make their living. But we're just going to keep moving. Oh, my bad.
Oh, Perry, you being messy today. Should we call you Messy Perry?
Why not? Why not?
Messy Perry. All right, let's talk about this fight in Potomac, child. Okay, so
sometime it got to go down.
It's got to go down.
Sometime it got to go down.
Now, hold on, guys. I should have had my stuff prepared to go. I think it's official, okay? I don't want all you Atlanta Housewives lovers crying when I say this and getting upset when I say this. Oh, I can't even play it. Ooh, I can't show the fight. Okay, I won't click it.
Why not?
Sometimes you can't show fights. You can't show fights.
Well, everybody else
You
did.
know that?
Oh.
No, everybody else did not. Did they?
Yeah.
Anyway, who Perry? Stop lying. Who showed it?
No, I refuse to say the names on the channel.
Oh, okay. I don't know. It's not smart. I don't feel safe.
Okay, no, you fine. Go ahead.
But it's this big brawl that they're having, and it's supposed to be with the new girl who's supposed to be Wendy Asafo's friend. So that's kind of cool. Wendy Asafo brought a friend on the show instead of Giselle and Robin, and she's fighting with each other.
They got each other. They don't need a friend.
She's fighting with the girl that said that Chris was flirting with her last season. Do you remember that? This girl, not so cute. Is that mean?
Okay, so
you know who I'm talking about?
You saying Wendy is fighting with the girl who accused Chris?
No, the two friends.
Oh.
This is the winning formula. You don't let the main cast members win.
Yeah, right. I mean, you don't let Wendy get kicked off the show. You just bring the friends on to whoop their ass. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Here, let me show you this picture right here. I think it's official. I think Potomac is officially better than Atlanta. It is what it is. It says
for a while for me.
There was an all-out brawl at the July 13th lunch for Ashley and Giselle, new activewear line. Sources tell TV Deets. Candace was in the middle of confronting Deborah. That's this girl. Remember this girl? She's not so cute. I'm not trying to be mean, okay? But something wasn't right with her look. Anyway,
Yeah.
I wasn't the only one that noticed she's not that attractive. And remember, she said Chris was doing all this stuff to her. I think she's a liar too. She's a troublemaker. But I can't remember who's. Oh, she's Ashley's friend. That's whose friend she is. It says Candace was in the middle of confronting Deborah, Ashley's friend, who's made comments about Chris on season 7. Yep, that's who. When Kiana, that's what I think the new girl's name is, Kiana Stewart, a new friend of the show via Wendy Asafo, jumped in the mix. Kiana allegedly threw the first punch at Deborah. And I seen the fight. We've all seen it. You guys seen it. I'm not going to play it again. I can't play it. This is, I hate to say this. This looked like good storylines.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, Perry, and you tell me what you think. Because of the writer's strike and the actor's strike, that reality TV is all that's left. And it's going to become more real because they don't have any writers now. What do you think?
Possibly. I mean, I think a lot of that stuff was going south anyway because everybody going to social media and getting stuff like that. But if they ain't doing no real work showing repeats, well, they ain't got no other choice but to come and hear us lie.
Why are people in the chat calling Deborah ugly? her eyebrows look okay. Well, they are a little thick.
So what's the kid's name on the left? You said it was
Kiana's the new girl.
Kiana. So maybe
She's
that girl,
pretty.
Maybe the girl to the right, I don't know her name either. Maybe
Deborah.
Maybe she lied on a Kiana's man. I mean, because for her to just grab her by the wig.
It looked like a good fight. It looks like a good fight. And Deborah's messy. Deborah's messy. She's really messy. I didn't like the way she came off last season. She was intentionally trying to pick fights with people. I wasn't feeling Deborah. I really wasn't. But everyone tried to fight it. But listen, I'm thinking that's the new formula. You get the friends of the show to fight, so they can get kicked off, and then you guys can keep the storylines good.
Do you think Candace could have kicked her while she was down?
Candace? No.
Why not? If ain't nobody looking, just like
you are just messy. I like this show. I really like the show. I can't wait to watch it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm officially done with Atlanta. What about you, Perry? Should we still review it?
If they change the cast up, I will go back. But right now,
oh hell no.
No.
I'm not feeling Atlanta.
It's boring, and they can't do anything to jazz it up. I mean, because after a while, it's not what they do on the show. It's the people on the show is just too boring.
Yeah. All right. So let's move on. This is a really good subject here. And me and you were trying to talk about it, but I said don't talk about it till we get on camera. And it's about a lot. Kanye's new girlfriend, Bianca, is allegedly pregnant. And they're saying that Kim is upset about it. Borderline jealous about it. They said that she never thought that anyone else would have Kanye's children. She thought her children would be the only West. Bianca seems very likable. Okay. And even worse, Northwest gets along really, really good with Bianca. Now, I had a hard time facing the fact that they were married, now let alone now you want to throw a baby on me. And that Kim fears that Kanye opened a lot of doors for Kim. Remember, he got her to the Met Gala. I think she was on the cover of Vogue. That was all Kanye's relationships with like Anna Wintour, and he has a lot of connections that open doors for Kim. And she's saying that now Kanye's going to try to do that to, what's her name, Bianca, and make her the new Kim Kardashian. Now, this is an old picture of Bianca. Bianca is so far from looking like Kim anymore. Her hair is blonde and it's short. Let's see if I can find another picture. But he does have a habit of molding people into Kim.
Right.
But I feel that they're saying that this relationship is good for Kanye. She puts her foot down. Also, Kanye felt very left alone when Kim left him because he was losing everything. And she did not stand by his side. She came out against him saying, that he's suffering from mental health issues and that Kanye had a drug problem. Do you think that Kim should have been by Kanye's side when he was talking crazy? He said stuff about Jewish people. He was saying crazy stuff about everybody.
I mean, didn't they have reports that she would come out and say that she tried talking to him? I'm not sure, but I think even as the father of your kids, maybe whether you're together or not, you still should probably try to
She didn't
calm them down
bad.
or save them, huh?
She didn't bash him bad, but she left him. She didn't stand there and
Oh
say,
yeah,
"That's my
no.
man, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna stand by his side no matter what."
But I'm wondering if Northwest is pulling a Kevin Jr., right? I mean, could it be possible?
You are messy. You trying to get why you feel that
No. This is a question. I don't know. I'm just wondering, like, because you saying that she's starting to get really attached to Bianca,
well, she is.
and
So
next she'll
they
be
were
calling her mama.
oh, that's you are messy. You are messy, messy, messy. No, but they're in a different country right now. I can't remember what country. It might be in Milan. And she was holding hands with Bianca, and she just really likes Bianca. And they said that Bianca is good to all of Kanye's kids. Kim doesn't even look like Kim. Y'all are messy. I mean, what are your thoughts, Perry, on Kim? Why are you so jealous?
Well, you know what though? I think with her, he brung her up higher than what she was. I'm not saying she was a no name when she got with Kanye, but he elevated her, right?
Well,
And
why do you
then
think that? What did Kanye do to elevate her? Give her she already had a name, Kim
no,
Kardashian. Like,
she had a name. Okay, I mean, you can have a car, you can have a Mercedes, but he upgraded her to a Rolls Royce, right? She was really out
child.
there hanging with Jay-Z, Beyonce. I mean, just all these
Oh
different
yeah,
things,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
the styles,
Forget
the,
about
the,
that.
the clothing, the stuff he did, introduced her to the black audience even more so,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, by having North, South, East, and West. Like a lot of things happen that he elevated her. And I think that when he was going through his bad times, I got the name that I don't need him no more.
Mm.
And during his time when he was bad, let me distance myself. Let me go out here in front of the fireplace with Pete.
You are messy. Look, Kim is supposed to date again. It's not like she can't date again.
Okay, that's fine too, right? But
Mm-hmm.
once you divorce and you move on, it's time for
Uh-huh.
you to move on, right?
Uh-huh.
So you don't want Kanye threatening Pete, but why are you upset because he done allegedly impregnated some other chick?
This is her. So he's not trying to make her into another Kim. She's got the short blonde hair. Maybe he just met somebody that he. Do you think he's going to bug out on her too and start talking about Jewish people again and saying crazy stuff? He said something about black people. I forgot. Did he say
Maybe, I
that they
mean,
like
like,
slavery?
I don't think he's changed because he's with her. So whatever he did in the past, and when he get the feeling, when the
Mm-hmm.
wind blow, he probably do the same thing. But
Mm-hmm.
at this point, if Kim moved on and being happy, I don't see why he shouldn't be able to move on and be happy.
You could also look at it this way. She left Kanye hanging. If that was her husband, and let's say he wasn't on his meds again, you go and you try to fix that and say, get back on the meds. And she didn't make it in any public, like come out and say, he's talking crazy. I don't agree with what he's saying,
Mhm.
but Kanye's going through something and we all know who the real Kanye is or something like that. She could
Right.
have came out in defense, hardcore defense of her husband.
Or either helped him manage his medication, like because maybe Bianca is like a pharmacist, right? Maybe she's helped. It's in her best interest, right, to help him stay on his regimen.
Did you call?
You know
Did
what I'm
you
saying?
say that Bianca reminds you of a pharmacist?
Maybe that's what she is to him, to help him stay on his regimen. Like, I mean, she'll feed him
Mhm.
some grits and eggs along with a little medication to make sure he don't go off the path, right? I don't know. I mean, because
I don't agree with what you're saying, but maybe
he seemed to be doing pretty. He seemed to be doing pretty good
yeah,
with this
he's
new
not
chick.
he's not
But that's all
acting
I'm
out
saying.
anymore.
It's more private. Ain't everything big news. He's out to eat with his lady and shit. Whatever. Now she's pregnant. Now Kim
Tripping. Kim is
upset.
tripping. Alleged.
No,
Do we believe that she's tripping and upset that he's got a girl pregnant? I believe it. I
I can
believe it.
believe it because I don't want to say women, not all women. Now I ain't getting myself in trouble on it.
Don't you get yourself in trouble,
No, I'm
Perry.
not. I'm just saying, but maybe she could just be like, as long as she had the power, Kanye could be single and wild or whatever. But I'm the mother of his kids. Well, now if it's true that she's pregnant, you're not gonna be the only one, because Bianca gonna be having one too. So
Damn.
it takes some of the power
Only
away.
if you look at it that way.
Well,
She can't look at it that way. Kanye, you didn't want him, and now he's moving on past you. He has to get a new spouse, and so Kim, you're tripping.
I think I could have seen something. I'm not sure if last couple of days that by her saying that she wouldn't mind having him back. I'm not sure if
She
that's what it
did. Say,
was.
she missed the old Kanye. She said she missed the
Right.
old
It was
Kanye.
something like that. But you wasn't missing him when you was with Pete. So I'm just saying,
Girl,
like
you
when
need to-
when shit was bad, you wasn't missing him. But Kim, you can't win everything. Look, live your life. Y'all went through the divorce, did all this stuff. And if he's a good father to your kids, like, doing co-parenting things, let it go. But don't get in your feelings and shit, because now he got a new first lady up and coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can I get an amen?
Okay. Amen.
Okay.
Amen, Perry. Amen.
I'm just saying, like, look, it's okay. Kim, you'll find somebody new too.
Kim has problems with men, though.
Right.
The relationships don't work out. She's not with anybody for a very long time. The longest relationship she had was Kanye, and that's because they were having children during that time. But I don't know what it is. And then, there's the Kardashian curse that every man that they get, they destroy and change. Because Kanye's acting totally different now that he's not around the Kardashians. And that's not picking a side or liking one better than the other. That's a fact. Like, when he was with Kim, Kanye, I couldn't stand Kanye. Like, I want the old Kanye back. He was really tripping. I don't know what happened, but anyway, you got to accept it, Kim. It is what it is. And your children, I hate it when, and I understand where you're coming from, when you get a new stepmother, you don't like the girl that much, but your kids love her. You got to let them do that. That's Kanye's wife, and it is what it is.
That's bad when she Northwest come home. Hey, mama, you want dinner? No, can I go to what's the chick name? Bianca's house.
Oh, hell no.
I'm telling you.
Like she cooks a mean salmon, Mom. So I'll see you next week. No, it's a mess.
That's crazy, but it is.
All right,
what it is.
let's move on to Chrisean Rock. Now, this is a really deep story. People say, why do you keep talking about this kid? She's 23 years old. Her and Blueface have worn out their welcome. People are sick of them. They're part of the Zeus networks that a lot of people say shouldn't exist because Zeus is a hot ass mess. Okay. But I'm really pulling for Chrisean. Something about this girl who's one of 11 children, 11 or 12, maybe 12. She's the baby of 12 children, or second to she got a big ass family, parents, addicts. She's young and impressionable. She lets Blueface just run all over her. She does immature stuff like these 7 tattoos. Here's one here. Here's one here. Why would you tattoo a man's name, face, not name, face and name all over your body? It makes no sense.
Right. I mean, I think it's a way to show how much you care for that person. If I tattoo it, obviously I must really be into you. But I think your cousin said it best today.
My cousin?
Red flags. Red flags was there. When you start getting this tattoos of him on your body and he ain't got nothing of you on his body, that's a problem. Yeah. And your cousin,
you're right. She's really the one tatted up.
Yeah. Until she said it. And I was like, whoa.
But I felt bad for her. I feel bad for her because I know that if you come from a drug addicted parents, most likely you will continue the pattern. And so I was just always pulling for her. So the first step is getting rid of his ass. Blueface is, in my opinion, a true example of what a narcissist is. He is controlling. We're going to see in the upcoming season, he's going to look this woman in her face and tell him, I feel trapped. I believe trapped, stuck, something like that. Like, I'm stuck with this damn baby that I did not want. But if you didn't want a baby, Blueface, then you should have covered it up. Yeah. We see so many men like Blueface. It's not even funny. And they take women down. These women believe that these men really love them. They listen to them. And I don't know what's gotten into Chrisean, But she said, I'm done with you. You're not my man anymore. If I have to raise my baby as a single parent, that's what I'm gonna have to do. She said, I got myself into this. I don't feel sorry for myself. And it is what it is. And she hasn't gone back. And I was waiting, counting when she going back. And now she getting them silly ass tattoos removed. And I just hope she stays strong, because Blueface is an example, in my opinion, of a true narcissist.
Right.
And these women fall for these men time and time again.
Right. Because it's the challenge. A lot of these women want to be the one, oh, you couldn't keep him, but I can. It's like a challenge kind of thing. But like, hopefully Chrisean is getting to that point where she actually is growing up, not just talking the talk. And I think one step by removing those tattoos, and hopefully she's learning her self-worth, that he ain't this go-getter like you think. You're the one making the damn money. Of course, he'll have her believe I'm the one that made you. Right?
You're talking about the comment he made. He said, I made you famous.
Right.
But now that she's famous, more people like her than they like you, Blue.
Right. But it's almost a control thing, because they want the person to think, without me, you will lose that.
Yeah.
And I think his problem is, like you asked me, I think earlier today, do I think he loved his baby mama?
Jade.
He keep going back. No, if he loved the baby mama, he would have been back. I think he used that just to get Chrisean to, I want him back. And then he go back and forth because he just loved the attention of it all. I think that he might like his baby mama. And
you don't think he loves his baby mama?
Why was he away from her? Why was he going back and forth with Chrisean, then back over there? I mean, no, I don't think so. I think he loved himself.
That's deep.
Right? He loved himself, loved the attention. Because, everybody would like for people to look at them and like, damn, or whatever. But he's taking it to a whole new level. He want the baby mama crying and staying up late, begging for him to come back when he was Chrisean, and opposite way around. And I think if Chrisean don't go back, he'll find somebody else outside the baby mama.
But Blueface, have you know Carlisa, his mother, right? He comes from a very strange family. The mom wants to be the famous one. That's how I get it. Like, she gives him bad advice. She's always up in the man's business. What is Carlisa's problem? Is she living through her child?
She give him the advice that she know. I mean,
so you said something wrong with Carlisa too?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, right? Because I'm saying, I think she mean well for what she's saying. That's the life she know. That's how she think, right? Because she said they're the cloud.
She said they're the cloud. She said it.
She had Blueface, so that automatically puts her at the top of the kingdom. She's part of it.
Right. She wants to be in charge of Blueface, or the only woman in Blueface. Something wrong with the whole family, just like you said. Something wrong with Carlisa.
She went on her own show too.
You think Carlisa wants her own show?
Yes. Yeah, I see it.
Well, something is definitely wrong with Carlisa. Something definitely wrong.
Tron and Blueface or something. Give me a show, and that would be a show, because it's a mess over there.
It was a lot to go around, because you know who else is crazy? Chrisean. Chrisean has this sister. She has this one who's kind of light, fair skin, who's running around dressing like Chrisean, tried to get on Chrisean's show.
I seen her. Yeah, I think that she was trying to get on like a different daddies or something. She was saying how that's what, if you think Chrisean is something, where do you think she got it from? So it's all about she want to go and
her parents, her mom's still an addict. So Chrisean still doesn't really have anybody. That's why I'm pulling for her and hoping that. And it seems like she's stabling out her life now that she's pregnant, and, still watch your family. They will drain you dry. They will drain you.
Right.
All 11 of them.
I agree.
And, and now they're, I feel like the sisters, there's 2 of them, want to be her. They're going around with the long hair, trying to get on the show. And girl, that's her show. Leave her alone. So Chrisean got a lot of bad things going for her. And I'm just hoping that she beats the odds. So when everyone says, why do you keep talking about this kid? Because a lot of people, they don't like me talking about her, and they're offended by Zeus Network as a whole.
But that family ain't gonna stop though, because they look at Chrisean and say, oh, she did it. If I was on the show, I'd be twice as good.
That's maybe so.
This family is trying to they thirst for this fame. I guess getting a job is getting a job.
Well, now you got Chrisean's family thirsting for fame and Blue's family thirsting for fame. This is a mess. And I just hope Chrisean can survive this. It's a mess.
Yeah.
Mama's just a clout chaser, in my opinion. Something wrong with Carlisa. Something is wrong with Carlisa. She tried to defend her son when he had them. Oh, did you hear about people calling CPS on Blueface?
Yeah.
I mean, it got real now, didn't it?
Yeah.
People wasn't having that. Him doing that in front of them kids, and they tried to cover it up.
Yeah, he shouldn't be doing it in front of kids, but I wouldn't go that far.
Calling CPS. People are calling CPS. That's a lot. That's a lot. All right, y'all. Let me drop this link. See if anybody wants to talk. If not, we'll take some questions and then we're done. We are out.
But you know something, Sharrell, I think too, like by Chrisean getting pregnant, though, this outside a little bit. I think Blueface used to hold that over her head, like, well, I'm gonna go back to my baby mama. And Chrisean felt like she was at a disadvantage because she didn't have a kid.
For sure.
I think by her having this kid, in a sense, could have made her feel like, hey, he can't hold nothing over my head. Like she felt just as valuable, and started to demand more respect from him. You're gonna respect me because I'm gonna be your baby's mama, right? Maybe I'm thinking something like that. But if she grow out of it, then he's just gonna be out there paying child support, child.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with Al. Is that okay, Emmanuel?
Yeah.
Al, I'm glad you called in today. Listen, I wanted to ask you a question. What do you think about the whole Blueface and Carlisa situation? Because they're off. Who's in trouble? What's going down?
Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
It's a lot. I think the main thing is the era and time that we live in with fame and this popularity, and it's like the race to be the gutter. Like I don't understand that when it comes to your family, but we've seen this a lot through reality TV shows like the Kardashians. And the new term, like they have COE, content over everything, but this is the old school content over family. Now, I had to hit my blunt, child. I'm finna break it down for y'all.
Okay, go ahead.
Blueface, he's a narcissist. He's a narcissist
really
all the way around. You see it on him because he gets off on destroying women. We see how he go back and forth with Rock and with Jaden, and you see how the same way he had Chrisean drunk up, slurring, falling everywhere, him arguing with her. Same way he got the baby mama now. You see how he has no moral or disregard for those around him in proximity. His mom, his sister, like you see all these people that he ties in because it's content over everything because that's how he's getting paid. He's not getting paid from music. Everybody I'm like a music person, so if you know him from music, you know that he signed his life away to Birdman, and he's worse than these actors on strike with their royalty checks, okay? If you know, you know, but he's worse than them. So this is where he gets his money off from. Now, I think with Chrisean, and I just want to throw in, the family's supposed to be getting a show. That's what the word on the street is.
Wait, what? I heard that.
Yeah, there's
that.
footage. There's a trailer. So they at least shot a pilot.
Oh my God, there's a trailer.
Okay. So now you see why this goes what I say, like content over family. And he's pulling a page out of the Kardashians book, where you see the Kardashians, they were smart and they didn't want actual, issues or stuff to reflect negatively on them. It was who else is around them, their husbands, their boyfriends. Whereas Blueface, he doesn't care if it's his actual family because at the end of the day he's making $1. And then you have people like his mom who wants to jump in and she wants to be seen. The sister, I haven't heard anything from her since she got her ass whooped. But you just have these members that want to be a part, and not like y'all said. Now, Rock's family, they want to be in front of the camera too. They want to get paid too. So it's becoming a family affair, and I don't blame Rock for wanting to escape. Now, this is what I'm gonna say about this. My last thing, because I'm finna land this plane here. Because if Rock was smart, and y'all know I gotta tie into some business, because if it ain't making no money, what my grandma used to say, a wet ass and a dry purse don't mix, baby. That don't mix. So if she was smart, she would first off document her single mom journey. Because, like she
Yep.
said, she wanted to get the tattoos removed, document that rock. She wants to cry, document that rock. Because we have so much content of her being negative and being bad. We need some content to humanize her. That way,
Mm-hmm.
that's how she can change the public with feeling. Let's see her as I'm a single mom trying to go out on my own. I'm leaving this man. Yeah, I know he wasn't nothing, but I don't want this baby to be around that, especially coming off the heels with the whole CPS situation. Him,
Did you hear about that?
yeah, so this is why I'm saying she could
Uh-oh, he went out.
somebody PR manager. But what I say, she can pivot this into a book deal. She can make all
Oh, he's going in and out.
music, drop a heartbreak album. That's what all the girls do. Drop a heartbreak album, go on another season of Baddies, promote it in all the club, get the camera footage. That's your marketing right there, Rock, and you're getting paid from it. But also, like, on a real note, for her mental health, I do think she needs therapy. So while she gets therapy, and like I said, she can do the business, but therapy, I think, because she has a lot of healing, not only from her family, but her relationship. And she needs the therapy in order for her to put her in a place to be as best as she wants to be for a mother for a child. Because I think she has that motivation, but a lot of times it's the environment around you. And when you have people living off you, it's hard to
living off of you say mooching.
Yeah, it's hard to cut that dead weight because they're not going to let go easily, you know. And last thing, she good with Zeus. Why can't we get an Iyanla and Rock special on Zeus?
That would be great.
She has all the resources and connections to spin this in her favor. I just want her to, just to sober up and just go somewhere and, just duck off and get herself together and come back better than ever. Because if she can do it, oh my God, she'd be another Angela. She'd be another Angela White.
Yeah. All right, hold that thought. I'll be back to you, Al.
I'll be damned. He don't make me feel festival.
Emmanuel, you sent me the article about the big fight. Isn't Potomac officially better than Atlanta?
I've been saying that since last year. Potomac officially is the best. Atlanta is gone with the wind. Gone. I can't wait for Potomac to be back because it's actually something interesting that we're looking forward to, And I think you and Perry nailed it. I think the formula is bring your friends for them to make all the fighting, all the dragging, and your hands are clean, and that way we have a good show. So I can't wait.
You tell your friend, look, go on over there, pop her upside the head, and you make sure you do it good. And I'll be right over here acting like I don't know what happened.
Yep.
That's the formula. You bring in the messiest people to the show that you can find, and then let them act it out, and then you still save your reputation. Because, like, people like Diana, you should have been a friend of the show.
Exactly. The only thing, because there was another TMZ video where before that fight, Candace and Mia were fighting, like verbally, right? And Charisse pulled up. So I'm not sure why she's still like trying to get
Charisse, she doesn't need an invitation. She doesn't need to be a part of the show. She'll come as +1 for Giselle and Robin any day.
She's so thirsty. Yeah,
she's so thirsty. All right, let me try to get everybody in the talk, and then I'll double back. Sebastian, can you sound off on Wendy Williams?
I'm gonna sound off on everything real quickly.
Okay.
Number 1, Chrisean is not innocent. She does not deserve mercy.
Yep, that's true.
She does not deserve mercy.
What is wrong with you?
Why?
Chrisean was born into a bad situation, Sebastian.
Okay, you could be born into a bad situation, but the choices you make are up to you.
Right, but she have a choice?
I think what I'm a little lost at is what is the anger toward her?
She's problematic. It's fully her. They're both not innocent. Both of them have fault in all this whole nonsense that's been happening these past
Okay, what is Chrisean's part?
Am I missing the constant drinking, the constant Am I missing this? The conflict
Right,
going
right,
No,
on?
right.
I mean, I don't deny
Mess?
that she has substance abuse problems, but you're saying in the past couple of months, she's barely been posting anything, and he's been trolling her with every dollar he has.
In the
I'm
past
convinced he's
couple of
gonna go
months,
I'm
broke
not
in the
trying to
saying
troll
past
that
her.
he's
couple of
innocent.
months,
They are both not. They're both equally yoked, in my opinion.
No, I'm
Also, I want to
sorry.
say this about Kim Kardashian and Kanye as well. Kanye is more okay now. Kanye is more calm. Kanye is more sane, and marriage is within sickness and in health. This girl is doing what Kim was not managing to do. She's making sure this man takes his meds. Something that Kim should have been doing instead of running around the streets with Pete Davidson.
Y'all are messy. Y'all
That's
are
what should have been
messy.
happening.
Why does Kanye act more sane around them? And do you believe in the Kardashian curse?
Oh, I do believe in the Kardashian curse, but also he does have the bipolar disorder. So he does need to be on his meds. And if he does not have a support system who will help him to motivate him to make sure that he is taking his meds, obviously he will react. And therefore, Kim was not with him. He had no one. So therefore, no one was there to help him. No one was there to motivate him. No one was there to like encourage him to do better. Now he is taking his meds. We haven't seen Kanye say anything problematic for a past couple of months. And it's shocking because the last time it happened, it was all in a span of a week or two.
It really was. It really was. And he lost everything.
He lost everything so quickly. I also, I'm glad for Wendy. I'm very glad. I hope everything could be great again. That's all I can say.
And Kevin's about to get it. Isn't he about to get it? He's about to get it.
What do you mean he's about to get it?
He's going to lose everything. Everything. He's going to be broke. Broke. Like, we might see Kevin at,
Oh, well,
Home
I already
Depot
mentioned, I said this in the beginning when all these things were happening about Kevin. I told everyone that Kevin needs to go to the medical dispensary to get marijuana for his back pain because Wendy Williams is not here to pay for his surgery. Wendy Williams is not that's not her responsibility.
He has a back problem now?
Yeah, remember Kevin was reporting that he needs surgery. He needs money for
that's
surgery.
Right. I forgot.
For his back pain.
He won't be at Home Depot then.
Well, he's going to have to figure it out himself. He needs to figure it out himself. He's a grown man. You were living off of alimony for a year or something. You could have invested. You could have done so many other things, but instead you decided to invest it into a baby mama, who you did not value, because if you did, you would have married her. But no, you wanted to siphon off of Wendy's alimony.
I know.
All I hope is I hope Journey success, because she's innocent in this situation.
Yeah.
Journey is just innocent, but I have nothing to say about Sharrell. She could go into the same place where Kevin will go.
All right, really quickly, Sebastian, Potomac, is it better than Atlanta?
Potomac is better than Atlanta. Number one, it's more of a diverse group of women. We have Karen, we have Ashley and Candace and Mia, who are a little younger, and we have Wendy, we have Giselle, Robin. It's better. It's better than Atlanta because it's not like I'm not being ageist, but y'all are gonna drive me for what I'm about to say. It's not geriatric. It's not geriatric.
Oh no, really?
Sebastian.
Potomac is not geriatric. Potomac is diverse. Potomac is necessary. That's what they need to do. And I'm very excited because Sunday, Roni is going to come back. Ooh. And I saw the trailer, and looks like there might be a fight on Roni soon too, because I see someone taking glasses off of someone. So,
well, I will watch Roni. That's coming on Sunday, you said?
It's coming up on Sunday after Atlanta, I think.
Yeah, it does.
I'm going to watch it.
Potomac is going to be great. I cannot wait for Potomac. And you know what? We're in the 21st century. You know what? They need to stop taping these reality TV shows like this again. We need to watch them in live. Like, do like Big Brother.
Amen.
Have us watch live feeds on Peacock, and then we could see the actual episode on Bravo. Stop being low budget, NBC Universal.
Look, people, because the geriatric thing. Hold on. It's not going up. I wonder what's wrong. Anyway, yeah. I agree with you, Sebastian. I do. Thank
Well,
you for your
I agree with him the most, but like Chrisean thing, I really don't. I think he got a little hater in him. But we're gonna move past that.
All right. Hey, opinion, how you doing?
I'm all right. How you doing, Sharrell? Hi, Perry. Hi, everybody. What's
Good.
up?
Sound off, girl. We got some topics here today.
Okay, so I'm super happy that Wendy is getting back with her son. Hopefully, they can rebuild whatever they've tarnished in their relationship, and hopefully, we won't hear no back in the background. They having fights and stuff like that. So that's a good thing. Krishan, I'm not convinced that she's totally changed yet. Like, it's not hard to be out of the media for a while and not post, especially when you're pregnant. Because you get to those days where you don't feel like doing nothing. So maybe she just don't feel like posting right now. But I do think she's problematic, and she's probably gonna be problematic again real soon.
Why are y'all blaming Chrisean? Don't you?
No,
do you think that
no, I'm blaming Krishan for her own actions. This is the thing.
But don't you think that Blueface is a narcissist?
Blueface is a narcissist, but he is what he is because his mama is what she is.
Amen.
Okay, and if when you ain't got good home training, you only know what you know.
Ooh, damn.
Right. But we can say
So
that about both.
both of them in the same boat.
Okay.
That's not taking away. Krishan don't know nothing neither because she didn't have no home training either. She's trying to learn as she goes. But I am praying that it all works out and she has changed. But I'm not fully convinced that she's changed yet. You know what I'm saying? All it's gonna take is one wrong comment that he posts or something. It's gonna blow her off the edge and she'll be right back in our face automatically. Because she hasn't
He's been trolling her for months.
Thank you.
Okay.
No, but I'm saying we all know it's one ex that can get you. They say the wrong thing. They say one wrong thing, and you'll flip your wig. Okay, so yeah, she just one bad mistake away from flipping her wig.
Damn.
What more could he do? I mean,
And then here's
okay,
Potomac.
it's your
Let me tell
turn.
you something about Potomac. I hope that they're ready to keep her comments together because when it was Monique fighting, she was like, "We don't do this in Potomac." So I'm ready to hear what Gizzanick gonna say now that it's somebody else on the screen fighting.
All right. Thank you, opinion, girl. I'm gonna move on. Sound off, Bonji.
Okay, so first of all, I don't trust Kevin Jr. as far as I can throw Tommy. Because when
everyone go on mute because I hear somebody doing dishes. Everyone go on mute. Go ahead.
Because when Wendy needed him the most, he was all about getting his stuff paid for, and his father wasn't even wise or even intelligent enough to see that okay, I am siphoning money off, and money that doesn't belong to me but belongs to Wendy. Couldn't even buy a house cash, but took out a mortgage, which he thought maybe Wendy would have been a bottomless pit for him to keep getting the money. But thank goodness, in hindsight, I forgive Wells Fargo for freezing her money because I think that is what has saved Wendy's money from Kevin getting his paws on it and then Kevin Jr. giving it to Tommy. Second of all, when it comes to Chrisean, no one is to blame except my Sharrell's World family that continues to watch. What's the network called? The network that continues to devalue us as Black women and as people of color. Zeus. It's one thing for a person of color and a Black man to own a network. It's another thing for him to put programming that is a hurry to the bottom of the most bottom.
Bonji, I gotta interrupt. Bonji, first of all, have you watched Zeus?
Absolutely not, because not a penny of my money is going to any of the stuff that I see as part of Zeus, let alone even a hollow penny going to what's his name? What's his face?
Bonji. It's not the teaching channel. It's entertainment.
Sharrell, entertainment can be interesting. Entertainment can be varied. Entertainment can sometimes make us laugh, sometimes make us cringe, sometimes make us just laugh and do what we do on your channel. But entertainment does not constantly always become a race to the bottom. That network.
Bonji, what do you say about Potomac that just released their fight?
I'm actually not even sure that one fight is going to make it interesting, because if last season taught me anything, it taught me that Deborah with the eyes that are too close and the Botox that's too tight does not make a show interesting. If anything, it makes us wonder, okay, what are we doing as women who are maybe over 30? Are we really women who are wanting our faces to look a certain way because we don't want to look like we've aged? Because as far as I'm concerned, she looks like a caricature, and I wouldn't care less if she threw a punch, if she threw a needle, or if anything else, she was getting herself into some booger sugar, because I want to see what Potomac was when it started. And if anything else, if Robin is on this coming season, she better bring it, because she has no business being on my TV.
Damn. Oh, listen. Did you say that Deborah's eyes were too close?
That's what it looks like to me. The photo that you showed was very flattering.
Okay, all right. Did you want to sound on if anything else really quickly, Bonji?
Oh, and Sebastian, I love you. But for some of us who are halfway to 100, the word geriatric doesn't apply.
All right, let's move on. Dawn, sound off. You can't beat what Bonji said, though. The eyes are too close. Sound off.
Why do
Dawn.
we continue to coddle these hood rats?
Okay.
Amen, Don.
First of all, I need you to speak up, Don. I could barely hear you. And who's coddling, Don? It's entertainment. It's entertainment.
Nobody is coddling.
That's not entertainment.
It's entertainment. Don, listen, you watched when Monique beat the hell out of Candace. Didn't you watch?
Absolutely.
And then we came on here and we were saying how good it was.
But Chrisean is not. When did she become Bambi? Like she's not innocent in this. She was just on live a few weeks ago, rolling up in the car. And then the girl who she was on Instagram Live with told her to put the phone down because she saw it.
But that's not what we're talking about, though.
Thank you.
No, I understand that, but y'all are coddling her like Blueface made her do it.
No, well, I wouldn't say no.
We're not talking about that at all.
Like her family made her do it. No, like her family made her do it.
That is not what I'm saying.
She's a grown woman.
No, I agree with you, right?
Who make decisions for herself.
Don, you don't think that she's trapped in a narcissist relationship? A lot of women are trapped in these relationships.
Didn't she break up with him 56 times?
Well, yeah, I mean, like that
and
part.
Then she decided to go back.
Right, but what we were saying, Don, is this though, right? Like, now I agree with the things. Like, as a grown woman, she got to be accountable for her own actions. But what we saying, if she's trying to change, shouldn't we commend that?
Thank you, Perry. Don?
The operative word here is if.
Right. I get it.
Just because your Boost Mobile isn't paid and we don't see it doesn't mean that it's actually happening. Now, hopefully it is. But, just because she's posting doesn't mean it's not happening. Because she got quite a few calls too.
Well, let me ask you this.
I mean, the CPS
she
calls.
Don't have a kid yet.
No, CPS calls when you're rolling up online.
They
called
CPS on Chrisean?
Yes, and then fighting while pregnant, drinking while pregnant.
Ooh.
So we're pointing fingers at Blueface and his family and his crazy mama and his, he's crazy. But she has to take ownership too.
Mm-hmm.
No, I agree with the ownership.
You carrying the whole child.
So tell me, how did all the CPS people just band together and call CPS? That's no joke when you call CPS. Child, they called it on Chrisean and Blueface.
Yes.
I didn't even know. That's crazy.
And what the hell are they gonna do? Take Chrisean baby out and take him away?
CPS has been at the birth snatching kids.
Okay, all right.
Oh my God!
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Okay, let me move on really quick. Al, did you have another subject you wanted to talk about?
Oh yes. Just to Kevin Hunter and touch on the Kim thing. Kevin Hunter, only thing I gotta say on that is I believe you should be careful of spending money that don't belong to you. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. But when it comes to Kim and Kanye, girl, Sharrell, one of y'all need to go over there and check on Kim because she over there heated. Heated. She need to cool down, heated. Because
That's
when
what
I
they're
tell
saying.
you, she is heated. But honestly, I think this is the first time where Kim has been in a relationship where the power dynamics is significantly different than what she's used to. Because when she met Kanye, he gave her the gift that keeps on giving, and that's the gift of black culture currency. And that's something that she never had. And when it comes to the relationship, yeah, she had what she had, but at the end of the day, we have to acknowledge the cornerstones of who she is. Ye fought for that family to be respected in the fashion world when nobody wanted to invite them to the Met Gala. No designers wanted to dress them. They weren't getting no partnerships or recognized as brand ambassadors. He gave her as his wife stock in Yeezy. She even said he helped her rebrand the name, packaging, and the whole shopping for KKW Beauty. And he was the ghost creative director of Skims. So he is you could say he is the brains of the reason as to why she has her billionaire status now. You know, so that just can't go unchecked. So when you think about that coming from a marriage, and now that she no longer has this nonstop relevancy of actually being associated with him, now it's just her, and she can. It's like you look and see the recipe that somebody took and made who you are, and that they can take those same ingredients and make someone else, and that's what she's afraid of.
That's I think that's what they're saying that she's worried
Sharrell,
about. Exactly.
Yeah, that's
can I
what
say
she's
one more
afraid
thing,
of.
please?
Go ahead, Don.
So did Kim tell Kanye to say he was the third coming of Christ? Did Kim tell Kanye to run for president and say, all this crazy stuff that he said?
So what's your point, Don? You're trying to say
did Kim make Kanye lose all his real friends? When he said
She
what
didn't
he
make him,
said?
but she benefited off of it.
Yeah,
And now she's upset that she can no longer benefit off of it.
she benefited off of him, but she didn't make him say the things that he said and lose all his real friends.
Okay, and that's a given. So my point is she can't be mad at somebody else who is choosing to benefit off of something that she once did. I'm not somebody that believe in just dragging a bitch. If you can drag a bitch, I believe in picking them back up. And she benefited from all of his antics, and she was complicit and stood by with it until it became too much for her. She got her way out, and now she's upset that somebody else is getting a turn. And she didn't think that he would be able to find another young tenderoni with the template of her.
Preach.
Yeah, so he can be like this is the thing, because when it comes to people, it doesn't matter how much you dislike them, because facts is still facts. That family would not be where they are today without his backing and without him giving black culture currency. And they only stayed, and like I said earlier with the Blueface and Chrisean thing, he does have fault in that because he married into a family where content was over family. So I can drag him all day long, but I'm a solutions-based person. So she got to move on. And we would like when he was doing all his antics, when she was busy fucking Pete and everybody else, we were in there hollering. So now it's her turn. Like, I kept that same energy when she was running around and he was going around acting a fool, talking about pulling up the SNL. I kept that same energy with him. Now I'm keeping the same energy with her. I don't have no horse in the race for none of them.
Damn.
And let's not forget what Kanye had said about us, people of color, for a long, long time.
The chat
and the
the
same
chat not
energy I
realizing
give
that,
to Zeus is the same energy that I give to Kanye and Kim. And if Kim dodged anything, she dodged wearing those what are they called? The shoulder pads that Kanye's been wearing of late.
All right, let me move on. Sound off, Callie.
Well, I have to say I agree with what she just said about Kanye. That way I don't have to say it. Kanye is very problematic. He has been for a very long time. And I think that there are a lot of fans who were attached to his music that don't want to accept who he really is as a person.
Who is he? Who is he? Who is he?
He's very anti-black. And him being black does not change that. It doesn't prevent that. If anything, it might promote it more. So
talk about it.
Yeah, but he does not. He don't like us, and he should have been canceled after that TMZ interview. That should have been the end. We should have came out as a community and said, you know what, it's over for him. And if you support him, you're supporting
Callie, you think Black
anti-Blackness.
people keep supporting Kanye and they shouldn't?
Yes. I think they need to accept reality. Now, as far as Chrisean, I don't believe for 1 minute she gonna stop being a hood rat. She a hood chick. That's just how she rolls. But I do believe that she has moved on from Blueface, and I think that the facade was broken when she saw that video that he pasted with those children, because he has always weaponized that baby mama against her. She's more responsible. She takes care of the kids. She cooks all the time. She keeps the house spotless. All of this 50s housewives fantasy. And I think that she finally got a glimpse of the real her. And she was like, this is who you've been weaponizing against me? Even though there are people that have been saying that he would always bring home other women when he was with this girl. He treated this girl way worse than Chrisean. People have been saying that from the beginning, but I don't think Chrisean ever saw it. Like hearing somebody say something that's gossip and you seen it with your own two eyes is two totally different things. And I think that any attachment that she had to him was like, she was like broken, and she's like, what have I gotten myself into? This is the real him. And people have been trying to tell me, but I actually now see it.
Right.
All right, Callie, really quickly, are you going to watch the new spinoff with Carlisa?
Oh, God, no, I can't stand that woman. I mean, she's one of those people like Shani O'Neal. Like one time I saw Shani O'Neal in the grocery store and I got out of line and got into another line because I didn't want to be around her. She's on that
what?
list.
Why?
I don't like Shani. I just think she's a bad person. I just did not want to be around that woman. Blueface's mama is on that same list. If I went out here and went to Ralph's right now and she was in line in front of me, I would get out of the line and go in another line. That woman, I honestly, people keep throwing around the word narcissist. I actually think he's a victim who's acting out on other people because
hold on, Callie. You think Blueface is a victim
of something that happened in early life, and instead of him getting therapy and getting help, he's now grown up and started to act out on others, which usually victims go one of two ways. They either get the help that they need and they deal with it, or they start to act out on other people.
That's interesting. I never heard nobody say that before, but I can't say it's not true because something's seriously wrong with Carlisa. Seriously.
Yeah, and we ain't seen the daddy, and I heard the daddy is way worse.
That's what you heard?
He just don't want to be on TV. I heard that is nothing compared to the daddy. The stuff that Blueface is doing is what he grew up with. That is what his father did in his home.
No.
And it has been said by multiple members of people in that family. And Whack 100 actually did an interview where he was just disgusted by Blueface. And
that's Blueface manager, though.
Ruin someone's life. He's like, this is how I ended up in jail at 13 years old. People doing stuff like this.
Wow.
Yeah, no, a lot of people have really so I think we just saw the real him, because you got to remember he posted those videos because he thought that they were funny and entertaining. So that's just how warped his sense of reality is. We were all like, what the hell? Now, as far as Chrisean, if she cannot stop on her own, she needs to go in treatment.
Because I heard she's still smoking, right? She's still smoking pregnant.
Okay, here's the problem with the smoking. There are people who believe that marijuana cures every illness in the world and it's the most healthiest thing in the world. And those people do not believe they're doing anything wrong. I have had arguments with those people. They believe that this marijuana is this magical drug and it just makes everything, it cures cancer, it makes morning sickness go away. It's good for you. You have to remember there used to be ads for pregnant women to smoke cigarettes. So they kind of have that same mindset when you talk to people that are really into the smoking culture, because I call it a culture. It's not even something that they do. This is like a whole culture. They got festivals and functions. And I mean, this is a whole lifestyle. So if she is into it like that, unless something bad happens, she may never stop.
All right. Hi, AJ. Sound off really quickly. Welcome. I'm
Hello.
glad you called in. Go ahead. What do you want to sound off on
Hi.
first? And do
Hi,
it quickly. I
Sharrell.
got
Hi,
6 minutes.
Okay, so I am living for the new season that's coming, Potomac. I am
Potomac.
waiting for this explosive fight. I cannot wait to see it. Like you said earlier, it's about time that, Wendy used her brain and got someone else to do her dirty job.
You're trying to
Because
get
she
Dom
clearly
going.
didn't. Well, she wasn't very clever. Like the last season, she tried to open a restaurant with Peter. Didn't go very well for her. Having saying that, she has 6 degrees and she chose to open a restaurant. It was just baffling. But I'm glad she's and the Muppet is back, the Muppet Show, which I'm looking forward to. Ashley's friend. So that fight is going to be so juicy, and I'm just living for every moment. And also, Kanye. Now, I am going to be little pro Kanye. Now, bear with me. We know Kanye went on a Nazi rant
Right.
for ages. He went everywhere ranting white supremacy, black supremacy. We all remember that. And he got fired from everywhere. Remember, he lost his deal,
Yeah.
like $1 billion deal with Adidas, which
Right.
he said allegedly, I would never get fired. But notice now Bianca is very good for him. She has basically, like you said, tamed him in a strange way. Now, this is what typically Kanye does. Every time he has something going on, he always goes off, whether it be on TMZ or punching a photographer. He always makes a headline. But this one was a little bit different because he lost nearly everything.
So
And I think
where are you
kind
coming from?
of,
You're saying that
well,
he's
I think,
not pregnant?
well, let's not forget, Kanye is very, very important to fashion.
Right.
This cannot be denied.
Right.
He has created a lot of things that people who are not into fashion would know, but people who are really, really into fashion would understand his contribution to Balenciaga all the way back to 2003, and other fashion. He studied to become a fashion person. So this is a very serious subject, and I think they probably fight him, but behind the scenes they told him, "You need to behave," and I think he's on a timeout. And he'll be back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Where did you study, EJ?
Can you hear me? Oh, sorry.
Where did you study?
Oh, me.
No, Kanye. Where did you go to school to study fashion?
Oh, he went to Paris. Remember when Kim was
You mean
pregnant?
under Virgil? That's not a school.
No. He created Virgil, by the way. They from the same city in Chicago.
The Lord created
and
Virgil,
he
not
actually
Kanye.
no.
Bonji,
Virgil was actually
I
working
get
for
where you're
Kanye
going.
West.
I
He
get where
worked for
you're going.
Kanye West.
I get
And
where
he
you're
created
going, Bonji, but you can't deny the fact that Kanye's a very important figure in fashion. Can you say that?
cannot be
He's an
denied.
important figure, but what EJ what he's saying is what's led to the problems with his school in Chicago, where people give him educational credit that he hasn't earned. Being able to sketch, being able to design is not an education when we're talking about someone who has a valued education. He learned on the job. I give him credit for that. But I would never wear any of his stuff because most of his stuff just has holes in it. That's not fashion.
A lot of people wear his shoes. Yeezys are the most successful sneakers of all time. So it
Yeah,
cannot be denied. Everyone, I'm sure, Sharrell, your kids probably got Yeezys. I mean,
Can I
I
say
got
something,
Yeezys.
Sharrell?
Everybody I know got a pair of Yeezys.
Someone's calling me. Is that you, Don?
No, it's Al.
And I wanted
Al,
to.
sound off.
Can you guys hear me all right? I think it's gone out.
It's a
I think it's
delay.
gone out.
It's a
Can you
delay.
hear me?
We can hear you.
Delay.
All right, great. Sorry. What happened?
Hold on one
So we were
second.
talking
AJ.
about Kanye. Right, okay.
Hold on one second. Go ahead, Al, real quickly.
I would just want to say, back to the thing. I think we all can admit that Kanye is crazy as hell and need to be locked up somewhere.
Damn.
We can all admit that here. But like I said, I'm not somebody that just likes to drag somebody without being able to lift a bitch back up. You know, I'm a two-way street. So I can announce that he's a crazy ass motherfucker that needs to be locked up and don't ever need to have a cell phone. He needs someone else to control his handles and everything else. But regardless of the fact about that, from this man being a black man coming to, and no matter how anti-black he is, the fact that he has taken his ass to a fashion industry that discriminates against us and has the entire industry making copies and formulas off of what he created for brands that you wouldn't even expect. He have Nike, he have other Adidas has to pay him because they cannot sell the shit without paying him first. But that's regardless of the fact. He's brought together Balenciaga, Gap. He's brought the fashion world to its knees as a black man, regardless of the fact of how anti-black he is, and like I said, how problematic he is. And we can say that his shit is still ugly and that he has no educational value, but the value that he's brought and the money that's being spent behind what he has created, not only from the businesses who are in bed with him, but from everybody else who is around in the industry has looking at, that has value when motherfuckers look at their wallet. And that's the thing that people don't get, because nowadays we get caught up in the morals and the ethics, and we forget that these people go into the game signing over their morals and ethics. You know, like, it's like we can't argue the semantics with these things because they never had it to begin with, because they signed it for that dollar. So when we say that they don't have any contributions, we won't see the contributions until he's dead in the history books. And that's how we do a lot of people, even though we can see in real time how fucked up they are. Imagine we can see in real time how a lot of our greats that have already passed on were fucked up in their daily lives, though.
I agree with you, Al. Kanye's important because he brings in the money.
That's a good point.
Can I just
go ahead,
point?
AJ. Let's go really quickly. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to just wrap that up. Sorry, I just remembered what I wanted to say about the fashion. But and Kim, that's what I was trying to get to. Kim. Now, Kim, basically, she needs Kanye. Let's not forget, she is a beauty queen, but she's no fashion queen. Okay? Yeah. Like, she's not the one. Kanye pretty much created her whole style. You know, he used to dress her famously, and now he's doing that to Bianca. And Bianca has got her hair, gone blonde, but in the fashion, people like us, most people probably would know this, but she's very, very chic within the fashion circles. That's what people would say. They say, "Oh, she's chic," but some people look at her and think she looks a bit strange, you know, in her outfit and her hair and all that. But it's very fashionable and it's very chic. And he's creating a muse again, and I think maybe that's why partly she's angry as well.
How are you guys
on the muse, AJ? Because if we really, because y'all don't want to get me started, because we can drag a motherfucker, but the last time he met a white woman, he made them change their whole natural look to a black woman. And then what happened after that? We got bitches on airlines, planes full of getting BBLs just to look like a white woman.
Yeah.
Like,
who was that? Who was that?
Like, he took Kim K and made her into a black woman.
Oh, Kim,
and sold
black woman,
yeah,
and
like,
sold it back to black people.
Exactly.
Yeah, and she
like
darken her skin. Yeah,
like he is a black man. He convinced a whole white girl from California, from the Valley, to take her rich ass and go and lay on the table to look like a black woman and to market black shit. And what do you know? Everybody else in the whole world was starting to do this shit because it was hot. And now she's upset that she's not the pinnacle at that no more. Like we can say how much of a Hitler he is to the black community. We can say that, but irregardless of the fact that what he's done is what he's done. And when it comes to us as a community,
cannot be denied.
Yeah, but when it comes to us as a community, because what I want black people to understand, what we have to come together with, is that any other races, they take their greats who they hate and love, all one of the same. They sing all their praises.
He's just crazy. Some people are just
are their greats actively speaking against them? That's the problem with Kanye. Kanye is against us.
He's weird.
That's the problem.
I agree with you, Al.
He's just weird. He's crazy.
He's weird. Yeah, he's
weird. Weird.
Like, I believe he wholeheartedly should be locked up. Please,
he's
like today.
It's some people you just don't understand. Like I never understood like the Michael Jackson or like people like that, you know. And same thing with Kanye. Is people like that you won't understand.
All right,
You never
Denzel,
will.
can you sound off
Crazy.
really, really quickly?
Yes. How you doing, Sharrell Perry and everybody? With the Wendy situation, I kind of miss her show, but you know what? It actually is good that she's not doing her show no more, because I remember she did an interview. She said it became what's the word? I can't even say the word. Dang. I believe she said that it became overbearing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I think she said it became overbearing. If you paying your ex-husband or wife, it would do that to you. And so I'm glad that she's not doing her show no more, because the trash is not getting no more money from her. He's trash. He's getting his karma. And why is her? I'm glad that her son is back in her life. That's good. But where was he? Where was he when she was going through all that stuff?
Facts. All right.
I'm sorry. You out of time?
Yeah, I'm out of time.
Okay.
Can I say one more thing, Sharrell?
Smoke, sound off really quickly. What's that, Bonji?
Yeah.
Dr. Terry Dubrow just gave an interview to TMZ because of Lisa Marie Presley's cause of death that was announced yesterday. And he says one of the major issues is that she lost weight. She had weight loss surgery a few weeks before she passed away. And more than 30 feet of her intestine was blocked because it was dead. And because she lost weight, and because she lost weight so quickly, that affected the medication that she was taking. And he also says that he is seeing a lot in his practice from his Hollywood clients who are on Ozempic ending up in the ICU. So that's another tale about taking this Ozempic and the problems with having weight loss surgery and losing the weight too fast.
All right. Sound off really quickly, Smoke.
Yes, so I'll go. So I am here for Potomac next season. I'm so glad Wendy's friend. I'm not even gonna call her Sesame Street. I think Candace was being genuine. We need to call that sister Benya Pollywog from Gullah Gullah Island. I'm so happy she got hit like a leapfrog. In regards to Kevin and his bad ip and his crooked eye and his pinky weenie, I think he's getting exactly what he deserves. Granted, Wendy's not my favorite person, but you reap what you sow. So how you get him is how you lose him. So I'm in favor of that. And as far as Chrisean and Blueface, yes, everyone deserves grace, but I have come from urban neighborhoods where I've seen kids come from much worse and they have been able to turn around. So she has to get to a point where she wants to do better. In the words of Iyanla Vanzant, your behavior diminishes your message, and the fact that you are an incoming mother and you are still drinking, you're still fighting, you're smoking. I honestly do hope that CPS is waiting in the living room and just snatches that child from her until she gets her life together.
I would respond. I'm completely out of time because I remember I have to go somewhere right after this show. I'm gonna have to rearrange it because we got a lot to say. All right, I got to end it here, you guys. Thanks everyone for the super chats. If I didn't get to your call backstage, I do apologize. I'm simply out of time. On 3, let's say bye. 1, 2, 3. Bye, everybody.